Tonight's meditation is inspired by the most badass Zen masters ever to exist, creatures who've mastered the art of being totally mindless, jellyfish. They proved that having no brain is actually genius. And so by the end of this journey, not only you'll be completely jelly-like, but you'll discover why all your attempts to master anxiety have been backwards. While we're up here overthinking everything, these ancient beings are flowing through the deadliest oceans without a single worry. Tonight, you will learn their secrets, not by thinking better, but by dissolving into the art of not thinking at all. And after all, when was the last time you saw a jellyfish having an existential crisis? And so, whether you're here because your therapist is on vacation or because your mind won't shut up, you have found your way to the jellyfish school of effortless being. And so, arrive and relax. My name is Olivia Kisper, and I will guide you. So just listen to my voice, focus on my voice, and find a comfortable position anywhere that allows your body to begin its transformation. And yes, if you're wondering whether this is going to be one of those little weird meditations, absolutely. But weird is exactly what we need when normal clearly isn't working. So begin by noticing the weight of your body, the solid form you've been carrying around all day. The form that's been tensing against life, bracing against uncertainty, and just feel how tired it is from all that resistance. And now imagine this form begin to soften. And so close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that you are already in the ocean, just drifting in that big blue hug of salty water. The sun is sneaking through the waves above, casting those wiggly liquid light patterns all around you. And you are not swimming, you are just there, weightless, no schedule, no rush, no things to handle. You're ocean fluff now. Let's start with your head. Picture it like a jellyfish cap. That round, squishy little dome they've got? Just let all that forehead tension slide away, like you're melting into a big, soft bubble. And the back of your head, same thing. It's not even bone anymore, just cozy, squishy cap, gently rippling with the current. No thoughts needed. Just if any thoughts appear, let them just be. Let them just float in and out. Your brain is on vacation. It packed up and floated off somewhere else. You're not even sure where. And that's totally fine. Just feel that lightness. And now your neck. Think of it as a lovely little jelly stem. It's loose, soft, and gently swaying like seaweed. There is no need to hold anything up. You are suspended, effortless. And your shoulders? Oh, they are not shoulders anymore. They are just part of the flow. They're gone full jelly. So soft and droopy. You'd have to smile if you saw them. Just let them flop. Let them drip downward like sea salt taffy that's been left out in the sun. Your arms and hands relax. And oh man, these aren't arms and hands anymore. These are graceful jellyfish tentacles, like they are not grabbing anything, just chilling. Maybe they wiggle a bit if the current nudges them, but mostly they just dangle. So peaceful, so soft, so calm. They are like the jellyfish equivalent of a hammock, just kind of there, floating, swaying, no responsibility. And your chest, relax. Imagine that jellyfish rhythm they have, gently expanding and contracting, but only just enough. Soften. You're not trying to breathe. It's more like the ocean's doing it for you. Easy, effortless. And your stomach, we'll forget about it. It's just a big squishy pillow now, totally free of knots and tightness, releasing, relaxing. Your belly's relaxing. It's in the ocean, after all. It doesn't even remember what stress is. And then your back. Feel your back relaxing. Oh, your back's masterpiece of a relaxed jelly. Just flopping gently in the water. No stiffness, no holding anything up. Just let it all go. Relax your legs and feet. They are done with the whole supporting weight thing. Now they are just jelly, flowing tendrils. They don't care about balance or direction. They are all on this jellyfish lifestyle. Maybe they sway a little if you feel like it in your imagination, but mostly they are just hanging out, totally chill. And now that you are all jellied out, imagine there is no brain, and there is no need for one. Imagine there is no thoughts, no effort. It's just soft ripples and glowing water. The ocean is holding you, and you're okay with that. You are perfectly okay with that. Perfectly supported. You've got nothing to think about, nothing to solve, nothing to figure out. Because you're just one big floating jelly. Relaxed, soft, glowing a little, like some kind of bioluminescent hug. And you are just here, and here is perfect. Not because you are trying to relax, but because solidity itself is just becoming optional. Feel your edges starting to ripple and pulse like a jellyfish catching the first current of the day. There is no effort in this pulsing. It's more like the memory of movement, a rhythm that existed long before thoughts got in the way. And each pulse sends waves of release through your body, transforming muscle and bone into something more fluid, more ancient. And the air around you is thickening, taking on the quality of warm ocean water. Notice how it supports you, how it holds you in its depth, like our jellyfish ancestors. You are remembering how to be held by existence itself. And watch as your racing thoughts begin to transform into bioluminescent particles. Each worry becomes a speck of light that drifts away into the deep, just a plankton. And you are not trying to get rid of them. They are simply discovering their true nature as light rather than weight. Very good. Now feel the pressure of the deep blue embracing every cell of your being. This pressure isn't constricting. It's the touch of infinity, reminding you that you are held in something far vaster than your anxiety could ever comprehend. With each breath, you're sinking deeper into this ancient wisdom, and the weight of your anxiety is becoming ocean buoyancy. Each concern that normally drags you down is transformed into something that helps you float. You are not in water. Water is becoming aware of itself through you. Like a jellyfish, you don't need to know how to relax. Relaxation is already knowing how to be you. And as you drift deeper, you begin to notice movement in the darkness. Ancient beings, translucent and glowing, and pulsing their way toward you. And these are your teachers for tonight. Jellyfish who have never known the burden of overthinking, who have never spent a single moment wondering if they are good enough, what they have to do, or what others think of them. And so, in your mind's eye, just watch how they move. There is no separation between their movement and the ocean's flow. They aren't trying to get anywhere. They aren't trying to be anything. In their presence, you might notice something profound. Your thoughts or even anxiety isn't evidence of any malfunction. It's evidence of trying too hard to function as someone who you are not. As you float here in the depths with these ancient masters of mindlessness, notice how they pulse with a light that seems to come from nowhere and everywhere. And just watch as one of them drifts closer. Its tentacles flow like thoughts that have forgotten how to grasp, how to cling. Through its transparent form, you can see the ocean itself moving, as if this creature isn't separate from the water. It's what water does when it remembers. It can dream. And feel your own form becoming more translucent now. Those places where you've been holding tension, your shoulders, your jaw, your temples, they are beginning to pulse with the same gentle rhythm as your jellyfish guides. You are simply allowing yourself to be as permeable as these ancient beings. And that tightness in your chest, it's infinity getting claustrophobic in human form. Watch as it dissolves into the vast ocean around you. Breath by breath, moment by moment. The identity you've been clinging to is just a tiny boat on this infinite wild ocean. And just let it drift. Let it sink. And what remains when you stop trying to be someone who needs to fix themselves? The jellyfish around you are multiplying now, creating a living cathedral of pulsing light. Notice how they don't worry about which direction is right. Every direction is home when you are at the ocean. And if you ever have any self-doubt, it's actually a love affair with infinity, too vast to comprehend. Feel how the water moves through you now, just as it moves through them. The boundary between inside and outside, becoming as fluid as these beings who have never known separation. The worthlessness you sometimes feel, it's the universe's way of telling you that you are too precious to be reduced to any value system. And notice the ocean isn't vast. Vastness is oceaning. Your thoughts aren't clouding awareness. They're just awareness clouding itself. Each moment is just consciousness getting tangled in its own beautiful net. And so let the jellyfish show you how to untangle, not by doing, but by being so transparent that there is nothing left to untangle. And as you drift here in the deep, you might notice something extraordinary. The effort was always in trying to look good in front of others, and the peace was always in letting yourself be as mindless as these ancient beings. And the jellyfish are beginning to pulse in unison, their light creating a lullaby of luminescence. And feel how each pulse draws you deeper into sleep's embrace. You don't need to try to fall asleep like these mindless masters. You can simply let sleep find you when it does. Simply let consciousness do what it naturally does when you stop trying to hold it together. You don't need to try. What a relief. And as you merge with the gentle rhythm of these beings, remember that sleep isn't an escape from awareness. It's awareness escaping from pretending to be you. Float here in this wisdom as old as the oceans themselves. Let the boundaries between you and sleep become as transparent as your jellyfish buddies. And the deep blue is holding you now, rocking you in its ancient embrace. Each breath becoming more like a jellyfish pulse, effortless, timeless, and free. You are safe here in the depths of your own being. Held in this wisdom that doesn't need to have a mind to know itself. Let go into this mindless peace, this ancient song of the seas. As the waves carry you home to yourself.